Welcome back, everybody, to the Pac-16 Team Builder Conference Dynasty. The Albuquerque Arrows, of course, coming off of a victory in the conference championship game against the Fresno A&D Artists. They get the right to play in the CFP in the second round against the Heisman winner, Cade Klubnik. I actually made a mistake. I had a Clemson fan correct me. It's not Klubnik, it's Klubnik. I've been out of the game way too long, but thank you for the correction. We got it right this time. So the Arrows will have to face off. They've got one of the best quarterbacks in the nation in Fernando Bourgeois against, of course, the voted on best player in all of college football, Cade Klubnik, on the other side. First drive for the Arrows, 58 yards so far for Bourgeois. He's looking pretty darn good on this drive. Nice pass completed out there, up the middle. Great read. Bourgeois, second down and 6. He's just going to take it himself. Little tippy-toe dance down the sideline. Inside the 5-yard line, Bourgeois. Actually pretty effective as a runner as well as a passer, but there's nothing open. Everything flooded to the left. He's going to go left as well. That's a touchdown early for Albuquerque. Way to get out on top here, 7-0. You're going to need a lot of points against Cade Klubnik and this Clemson offense by the looks of it here. But 2nd and 7. We got a big sack there. Dwayne Rome, one of the finalists for some of those defensive player awards. He's one of the best pass rushers and speed rushers in the game. 3rd and 15. Deep bomb down the numbers. It is caught, but it's dropped. Great job in pass coverage for the Arrows. Going to stall out Clemson's drive here. Here's Lucius Tapper, a wide receiver jet. Beautiful run right there inside the 40-yard line. Threatening again is Albuquerque. Bourgeois stepping up in the pocket, takes a big knock. It looked like he might have had a little crease there to sneak past the D-line, but of course in this game, those defensive linemen, they're really, really good at sniffing that out. The quarterback decision, right, if they're going to scramble. Blitz coming on Bourgeois. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to go down. 4th and 19. They're going to have to punt it away, so Clemson's defense stands tall here. 3rd down and 12. Would be a nice stop here for Albuquerque, but right down the seams. What a beautiful throw from the quarterback, Cade Klubnik, down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal now. Clemson trying to tie this baby up. 3rd down and goal. They're going to hand it off, and it's going to be stuffed in the backfield. It is 4th down and goal at the 4. Albuquerque fans, they traveled well out here. They're making some noise. They put some pressure on Clemson. They're going to decide to kick a field goal. It is 7-3, so they cut the lead a little under halfway there. So 4-point lead now for the Arrows. 3rd down and 2 situation, and almost intercepted. What a kind of a bad move there by Kylan Griffin. Go for the pick, man. You had the 2 hands up, but Albuquerque will survive. Little throw out here to the right, and another drop pass. Well, that'll be a turnover. Maybe could have settled for a field goal there, making it a touchdown game. 3rd and 5. Another 3rd down situation, and what a beautiful throw to the pylon. Stellato with a beautiful catch over the shoulders. Had the awareness to get the foot down inbounds at the pylon near the goal line. What a awesome throw by Cade Klubnik. My goodness, touchdown Clemson. They'll take the lead here, up by 3. Late 2nd quarter, about 1:57 left, and we got a deep bomb out here to the left side. That is Jair Ortiz for a response touchdown. Arrows shooting the moon. 14-10 game. If I'm looking at trying to spark this offense, that's going to be a big factor. The deep ball. Try to take a little page out of the playbook for Fresno A&D. Got to throw deep. A missed tackle here. Had the right read on him, but just completely whiffed. And Clemson looks like they're going to get a response score here. Cade Klubnik, 6 of 10 so far. He has not been asked to throw the football a lot, but when he has, he's getting a lot of yards. He's up to over 200 yards at this point, and he'll find Stellato yet again for another touchdown. Clemson responds yet again. So at the half, it is 17-14. It's a 3-point game. And as we just take a quick look at the statistics, you're going to see that it's pretty close. The score indicates it. The yards indicate it. Completions 8 of 12 for Clemson, 13 of 20 for Albuquerque. They're throwing it a little bit more. but they have less yards. It's kind of an interesting dynamic here. So 1st and 10, Bourgeois rolling out to the right. He's going to find his man here. That's Jair Ortiz again. Just a little shy of the 15-yard line here. 1st down and 10. Bourgeois fires it up the middle. Pass will be caught and going to gain about 9. So 2nd down and 1. Bourgeois actually dropping back to pass, and he's going to keep going backwards and backwards, trying to fake out those defenders to try to cut back upfield, but Denhoff is there for the sack. It's now 3rd down and 13. You might want to shoot for the end zone if it's there, but don't force anything. Don't force it if it's not there, because instead it looks like it could be a pick 6, but look who's chasing him down. It's Bourgeois. He stops him just short of the touchdown. 1st down and goal inside the 5-yard line. Bourgeois making up for his INT, but man, just leave points up on the board. This could be a disastrous scenario here for Albuquerque, but 3rd down and goal will make it 4th and goal. Klubnik will get sacked. He's got a little chippiness to him. I like it. 4th and goal, field goal situation. Make it 20-14. A touchdown gives you the lead. So Albuquerque, you just got to not make any mistakes here. That's all you need to do. Here's a pass. No. Another forced INT and another interception for Clemson. Down the hash marks. He's gone. It's a touchdown. Sammy Brown, 60-yard pick 6 to the house. 2 interceptions, back-to-back drives for Albuquerque. They're in not a very good situation at this point. Of course, Klubnik fires to the end zone here. We got the 2-point conversion. It's a 2-score game. 14-28. 3rd and 5, late 3rd quarter. Bourgeois in this offense, you gotta find a response, a way to respond. Almost another INT. They're gonna hurry it up here because they understand the situation. Clemson's offense looks like it's firing on all cylinders here. You gotta keep the points scoring. You gotta keep the offense moving. No sense in punting the football away here. 4th and 5, it could be pretty much the game here. They will pick up the 1st down. I get it. They got an entire quarter left, but at this stage, it could have been the entire game. Ortiz picking up that 1st down and more. Inside the 20, actually looks to be about the 18-yard line after they picked up a couple extra yards there. Pass going to be caught inside the 5 now. 1st and goal. Bourgeois, wide open lanes. He's in. So that's a good response drive, but now you need to stop on defense. Get back in this game. You need to stop on defense, maybe a turnover. Let your defense help your offense here. 3rd down and 9 situation. Klubnik scrambling away from the pressure. Going to get rid of it. It will be a 4th and 9. So Dwayne Rome was in on the quarterback hurry. 3rd down and 6. Bourgeois taking it himself, and oh, he stopped. I think maybe Dalton was thinking he was going to throw it to somebody, and instead he was past the line of scrimmage. He decided to run it. So it's now a 4th down and 1 situation. It could be the game here at this point. Look at Bourgeois' speed running away from the defender. He's inside the 30. Great job to move those chains. 1st down and 10. Here's Alejandro Garcia. We haven't seen a whole bunch of him in today's game, but he'll get a 1st down and more, and he's got a little risk of injury here. So you want to be careful about how you're using him, because if you win this game, you got to be prepared to use him in the next round. Okay? You got to consider that. So 3rd down and 3 after Bourgeois takes a big hit. 7-point game. Going to fire to the end zone, and it's dropped. Another costly drop for this Albuquerque offense. So we got a 4th down and 3. There's no sense in kicking a field goal. This could be the game. Another situation where it could be the end-all, be-all. And it looks like it's gonna be, guys. A sack here on Bourgeois. He could not find anyone open. He was trying to extend the play as best as he possibly could. But now, again, you need your defense to get a stop. 2nd down and 9. You know that they're going to try to burn those timeouts off of you. You got 1 left. You're going to call it. It's 3rd down and 11. And Klubnik's dropping back. What are they doing? He fumbles the ball. And it's recovered by the Arrows inside the 10. What? You just gifted it to him. Klubnik clutched it up. You just gifted Albuquerque the ball. Run the football. 3rd and 11. What's your chances of even getting that 1st down? Run the ball. There's 40 seconds on the play clock. They got, at best, what, 20 seconds to drive down after you punt it? Oh my goodness, the coaching staff, Dabo Sweeney, what's going on, buddy? So down a touchdown, Albuquerque, 2nd down and goal, Bourgeois trying to scramble again, trying to find something open, but we got a flag on the field now. Tries to get back to pretty much the line of scrimmage, and it's a hold on Granville. Oh no, they're going to be pushed back even further. It's a 10-yard penalty, of course. So now they're 2nd and goal at the 16. Not a good spot here. Bourgeois, got to be careful with the football here. He's going to only pick up 2. And again, that Clemson defense really battening down the hatches here. A lot of man coverage, mixing it up as well. They got good pressure on Bourgeois here. Look at that man coverage. There's nothing there. Pass will be caught down at the 3-yard line. So 4th and goal, 3 yards to go. I like this play. I think you can hit one of those crossers, one of those drags. We'll see. This is the game. Again, another situation where it's the game on the line. Albuquerque, they knew they had to get to the line. They had to get a playoff. Wasn't much else you could do. But again, Clemson's defense so sticky in man coverage. There was nobody open. And Bourgeois throws a deflected interception. Tough game for Albuquerque. But the Heisman winner will advance to the next round. Clemson advances to the next round. They are Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl champions. 2 games in a row that they've won. And they will advance to number 9 in the nation. As we see the box score here, Albuquerque moves from, I believe they were 3rd, all the way down to 13th. So we had a couple turnovers there. We had 3 interceptions by Bourgeois. 1 for a pick 6, 1 that pretty much led to a touchdown here. He did get the stop, so you got to hand it off to him to not quit, to not give up. He knew it was on the line there. Maybe on defense they get a stop, they get a turnover, but no such luck there. But overall, I thought Albuquerque showed a lot of fight. It's always tough to go up against another quarterback that's playing as well as Klubnik is. But you look at the sack totals. Granville gave up 2. O'Neal gave up 2. Mercer gave up 1. That's quite a bit of sacks in this game. You kind of got to hand it off. Tip of the cap there to the Clemson defense that shut them down. So no turnovers, no picks. Actually, 1 fumble recovery. So can't say no turnovers, but no picks for the Albuquerque Arrows. That's something that was kind of their calling card, really, on defense. They were really good at forcing turnovers through the air quite often against CPU play, against user gameplay. That's kind of what this defensive backfield did. That's what they were really good at, but Klubnik did not make the mistakes. That was probably the key in the game. Bourgeois made the mistakes. Klubnik did not. That was the key, I believe. Receiving-wise, Stellato was just the man. 4 receptions, 137 for 2 touchdowns. He was good. He was good. That deep bomb, like that body control, that catch at the pylon, that was a beautiful job by the receiver. I used to be a receiver in football. That's kind of why I just really love watching receivers make those athletic plays. I can appreciate it. Let's just put it that way. Sammy Brown actually had the 2 picks. So he was close on the 1 where Bourgeois caught him, but then he's like, no, you're not catching me this time. I got another one. I'm taking it to the house, and that's exactly what he did. So next matchup here in the semis, you got Texas Tech and Oregon, and Clemson, NC State. And then this is the 2 most likely teams that I thought were going to make it all the way. Of course, I trashed Texas Tech because Santa Fe State beat them at their place, but they have won the national championship game against NC State. So season 1 is in the books, guys. It's all over. There's your results. You know what happened. The story has closed. So we're on our way now to season number 2. And for the last 7 minutes here, or 6 minutes now, we just hit the 14-minute mark, I'm going to talk about the players leaving, and I wish that they made these players kind of stand out a little bit more. That gray kind of just, like, it throws me off, man. I want to see, like, I want to get a good read on the people that are leaving, people that are graduating, what's going on here with this school. So you kind of saw a little brief snapshot of Santa Fe State. You're seeing that here with Sedona State. They're losing some pretty good players for them, all things considered. It's all relative to your school, right? So I think that Sedona State's probably going to hit the recruiting trail pretty hard, but, you know, they're losing a good core of their group, of their team. UMR got a lot of transfers, and that's going to be something that's going to be popping up quite a bit, guys, that you're going to see. Van Oorschot, the right guard, he's one of their best players. He's out. tight end, Riker Ruiz. You guys have Cerna Ruiz, I should say. You guys were using him inside of your fantasy game. He's gone. You got a lot of players transferring from the Vegas State Bandinos. It's a lot of movement for our Pac 16 teams, man. A lot of movement. J.R. Ortiz, very high persuasion chance that he comes back. Right now he's a round 2 projection. So maybe he decides to come back. We'll see what Dalton does there. That'll be in the next video as we get into the offseason, guys. But they got a lot of mid-70s, low 80 guys, kind of like those core people that are leaving. But Anchorage, man, look at Anchorage. Pro draft, you got Bannister and McTavish, 2 big pieces of their offense. They're going to the pro draft. And they've also got a bunch of transfers as well. Look at, they've got extremely low, very low, low right there for those 2 guys. It's just, there's a lot of movement happening with our Pac 16 players. You can see the reasons why: playing time, brand exposure, and coach prestige. That's kind of the biggest thing for these players. Look at the play style here for Colorado A&T. Playing time, transferring. Jay Richards is the backup quarterback at Colorado A&T. He's got a backup Elijah Spears, who's a freshman. Quite frankly, I don't really blame him. He wants to go somewhere that he's going to play. So, yeah, just going to be a lot of moves here, guys. But look at Fresno A&D. I kind of talked about this in a couple videos. Like, look at the amount of talent that they're losing. It's a lot of the core group. A lot of those guys were starters. So it's going to be interesting to see how that they replace those players, how Keneal is going to replace those guys. But he did a lot with a little, you know? So I think that they'll be fine. But I don't think any team is hurting worse right now than Honolulu College. Look at how many players that are leaving due to transfer. I mean, they're going to lose Massimino. He's a sophomore. He's gone. They got Suggs, Romulus Suggs, the quarterback. He's gone. The heir apparent quarterback to Tyler Stratton, who's going to the NFL, he's transferring out for playing time issues. That's that D. St. Daniel's quarterback, that junior, very low chance of persuasion. I mean, if I sorted by persuasion, guys, they have one guy that's high. Griffiths, the tight end. Everybody else is very low, medium. It's just, and then you look at Idaho Tech. They're in kind of a similar situation, guys. Santander, I believe he's a custom freshman. Yeah, he's an 83 overall. He's a freshman, custom player. So is Nuke Lear. He's a freshman quarterback. He's a custom player. So, yeah, they're losing a lot of really good players, really guys that were supposed to be a part of their future. And Chet Trask could be going to the NFL as well, although he does have a very high persuasion chance. But you just look around and, man, losing a lot of core pieces, a lot of depth pieces, a lot of the future. Our teams are hurting right now. So I think what's going to end up happening, kind of if I've got my crystal ball, I think what's going to end up happening here with our conference is it's going to take some time, I think, to rebuild these rosters, these schools. And they're CPU based. You know, you got to hope that the computer's doing the smart things for them with recruiting and winning those battles. And oh man, it's just not looking good here. So I think what's going to happen is it's going to be very user team dominant for the next couple of seasons. I think you're going to continue to see Fresno A&D. I think you're going to continue to see Albuquerque. Maybe Northern Utah starts to come up a little bit. Bellingham State, I think that they've learned how to manage their talent. You know, I think that they've really kind of gotten a hold of their scheme and what they want to do. Then you look at North Pole, like how many people are transferring out of there just based on playing style and coach prestige. Like they're losing a lot of young players too. And then of course you've got Santa Fe State, who I think we had a really good recruiting class. So I can't wait to show that to you guys in the next episode for the off season. But we didn't really lose that many people to transfer. Like we really managed that really well. Yeah, I think we're going to be in a good spot. So I think what's going to be really user dominant for the next couple of seasons before these CPU teams kind of rebuild what they've lost. I mean, you look at Northern Utah and what they're losing. They could be losing Jarquavius Hammer. There was a big target for Novak in that offense. They're going to lose Fiorentino, the junior wide receiver. Low chance of persuasion. And then they didn't really lose a bunch of guys to graduation. They lost some good players like Winger, Keys, Lewis, the right tackle, who's projected to go to the NFL here, round 3, I believe that is. 91 overall player, that's kind of a tough loss, but they just did not lose as many players as other teams across the conference. So guys, that's it for the video. Leave a like if you like this thing. Unfortunate loss there for Albuquerque, and an unfortunate situation for our conference when it comes to not getting a playoff victory under our belt here in the series in year 1, and all the transfers, all the people leaving. So I'll get you guys updated on how the offseason's looking, recruiting boards, transfers, all that. I'll get you guys a nice little look at the CPU teams and the user teams, and we'll even have a little bit of rationale from Teaspoon, Tom, Dalton, Keneal, myself, just to kind of give you guys an update on what we're thinking about our rosters, what decisions are we going to make, position changes, recruits coming in, how they're looking, what's their dev traits, stuff like that. Fun stuff. Offseason brings fun stuff. People love off seasons. I get it. It's bringing new excitement to the new season. How are things going to look? What's your guess, right? How are these teams going to shake out? Who's the conference champ? Who's looking better than the others? I get it. It's all fun stuff. Gameplay is more fun for me than off season, but it is what it is. So, guys, that's it. Next video will be a full off-season review. So we'll talk about how everything went. And then I also, in that video, want to talk to you guys about how custom players is going to work. I don't want to do that right now. It gets a little confusing. People kind of tune out if they're not interested. But in the off-season, I feel like that's a perfect time to do it. And I'll give you a couple examples of how that's going to work with channel points. And if you're a patron or a YouTube channel member and you get those things for free quotation marks, air quotes, because of your support, of course. So I'll leave that for the next off-season video, probably next Sunday. So give us some time to kind of work through it. We are a 5-team league, 5-team conference here with users. We got Tom, Keneal, Dalton, Teaspoon, myself. So we got a lot of teams to work through, a lot of recruits, a lot of transfers, a lot of time being invested in here, and getting all of their videos and their footage for me to edit and commentate and all that stuff. So give us a week, and we'll get you a full off-season video all in one shoot. So that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.